Good morning, friends. I'm going to be making a tincture. Well, I'm going to be making many tinctures today, but I'm going to show you how to make a tincture from dry plant material. So we're working with Tulsi, holy basil today. Personally, it's always my preference to make a tincture from fresh plant. However, there are some staples in my apothecary that I simply cannot do without, and the products that I make simply cannot do without. And as my need for plant medicine has gotten greater, last year's supply of fresh holy basil tincture just couldn't keep up, so we're out of it now. And though it is springtime, the holy basil is not ready to be harvested. They're still itty bitty babies. And so we're going to be making some from dry, which is fine. The only true difference I feel is that just the energetics are a little bit different. And you have to do a very small amount of math. As you may know, I work with folk herbalism, so everything is a little bit like, do the best you can with what you've got, no exact measurements, blah, blah, blah. Very much so how I like to work. So I have, what is this, a pint jar, and I have my dry holy basil. Always use organic. We do not want nasty chemicals in our medicine because it is no longer medicine at that point. So, that's so good. This is my first time ordering from these people. They grow them all themselves and they just smell so good. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna fill our jar about halfway. When you're working with dry plant, you need to leave a lot of wiggle room because when you add your menstruum, it's going to be rehydrating the plant material, and so it will be expanding. Versus if you're using fresh plant, it's already expanded, it's already hydrated, so you could fill it to the top. When I have fresh plant to tincture, that I need to tincture, I'll make a video on that, but here we are. So roughly, a lot of people I know will measure, like weigh it out. I, on the other hand, it's a bit much. That's good, I would say. Whew, it's very dusty. All right, so now, yes, I'm using vodka. Vodka is very popular for tinctures just because it's very plain, clear, and I always buy 100 proof because it's the easiest to subtract from. Obviously I can't add more alcohol content, but I can take away. So when using dry plant material, like I said, there's no water content in it, so if I were to use 100 proof vodka without watering it down, it would just be very strong, which is fine. You would just be taking less of it. However, I like to use 80 proof, around 80 proof, when tincturing dry plants. So what I do is just very rough estimate. I have filtered water right here. Always try to use filtered or distilled spring water. Nasty city tap water, not the best, but work with what you've got, right? So I just fill it with a little bit of water, like less than a quarter of the way filled. So just about there. Does that make sense? And then the rest we're just going to top off with vodka right to the top of the jar. And you could do the exact math. on how to make this exactly 80 proof vodka. I have done it before, and then once you do it enough times, you just get the rough estimate, and that's just fine. I'm gonna take a stick. Just to make sure that all the plant material is getting saturated and you're not wasting any room in the jar. Oh boy. We're going to top it off with a little bit more. And then just like for any tincture, we're going to let it sit for about 6 to 8 weeks. Checking on it occasionally. I'm going to cap this. And then you're all set. And that's your dry tincture. All right, this has been a short video for me. Thanks.